Morning.
Good morning, day 4. Today we are doing Inverarnan to Tyndrum. It's about 12 miles-ish. Apparently it's easier than yesterday, but we'll just wait and see.
Nothing can be harder than yesterday, to be honest. We've slept on it and it's, yeah, it doesn't feel any better.
We've had a cracking stay at Beinglass campsite. It really is a good place. Decent hearty food. Last night we had a curry and a couple of pints and just had a cracking Scottish breakfast, which was amazing.
Oh, it really was.
So it's set us up for the day. We've got our packed lunch, so we're good to go. We're just going to pack up our bags now, drop them off at the baggage drop-off point, and get going. We aim to be out of here within half an hour. So it's 8 o'clock now, so we want to be out by 8:30, to be honest, because the sooner we get there, the sooner we can just die.
I think we're better stocked today than we were yesterday. Bearing in mind that yesterday was on the back of a pot noodle the night before, and a coffee and a banana and a cake bar in the morning. So a good feed last night, good feed this morning. So here's the packed lunch for today from the Beinglass. I went with the cheese and pickle sandwich. I got a water, pack of fruit pastels, fruit and nut, 2 yogurts thingies, a Nutrigrain bar, an apple, and a pack of cheese and onion crisps. £8.
There's a reason why we're absolutely sweating most of the day, because we've probably burned about 2,000 calories trying to fasten these bags up.
You know, we did Thailand and we did 3 days some places, 4 days another, and I thought it was enough. I thought that was bad enough having to repack every 3 or 4 days. Repacking every day, it's so much more fun. So we've got the fan that is part of the room going because we've had Emma's Dyson going to dry out boots. But I gotta tell you, this is love right here. I am lacing up Emma's boots while she puts zinc oxide tape on my feet. I mean, seriously. Couples who tape together.
Divorce.
All joking aside, my mum chucked us over a shoehorn and she said, "You'll want this." I've never used a shoehorn before. I tell you what, I'm never going to put shoes on the same way again.
These are swollen that much. Look how much lace I've got to play with, because I can't tie them any tighter because they're so swollen.
We've just set off from the Beinglass camp.
It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock and we've just said, I don't know, Emma's just said, I don't know why it takes us so long.
We've been up at 6:30. Every day we've been up at 6. Today we had half an hour lying. Up at 6:30 and we're still not ready.
But personally, I think it's because we're just trying to put it off. We just don't want to go. But there's no other way. So
no, it's not that we don't.
No, I'm only joking.
We're quite sociable people, so we've just been talking to quite a few people as well. And
there's a fella there I've just seen. He's just come out the shower block. Looks all quite rested, really quite fresh. But he just said, "Are you using the bag drop-off service?" I said, "Yeah," and he said, "I'm camping." Well, we went through the conversation. It turns out he's camping, and he stayed at Inverarnan last night, but he's just had that last bit that we had yesterday with all this kit on, and he's done what all of us have done. Halfway along or at some point you've just got your phone out to check how long you've got left without stopping, and he nearly went over with all his kit on his back. And he came into camp last night and he just thought, I'm just gonna chuck it and leave the way. But this morning he feels better and he's just thinking he's going to get his stuff over. If at any point you're thinking that you might want someone to carry your bags from one place to the other, just do it, because I can't imagine how much of a bad mood I'd be in.
I just wouldn't do it, plain and simple.
No.
I wouldn't do it. It's not for me. I'm not built that way. I'm not that strong. I'm not that hardy. It's just...
Felt hardy yesterday.
It's just one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, a good feed last night, good feed this morning, and, you know, feel ready to go for this next session.
There's a hill, there's a f***ing hill. There's a f***ing hill.
There is. Honestly, on any normal day you'd think, okay, it's just because of up and down, that's it. But on the West Highland Way, it's another f***ing hill.
So over, nearly twisting the ankle on every step. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Got something in my boot. There she is, Jungle Jane. There's still a little bit of...
I'm so hot. It's ridiculous.
There's still a bit of drizzle in the air, but Emma's sweating like mad underneath the waterproof. So for a short time, she's got it off. Poles in the hand, so she can have an apple.
I've had a fleece on. Top fleece waterproof.
Which is now around your waist.
Fleece off, waterproof on. Now waterproof and fleece off. I'm just so hot. It's ridiculous how sweaty I get. I don't care, it's raining, it's drizzling, it's fine.
Thing is, it's still quite humid and there is that drizzle which kind of adds to the humidity, or is part of the humidity. Not too sure. The views though. This is more like what we thought the West Highland Way would be, and hopefully it's going to be more of this to come. We have read reports from yesterday. It was about 10 hours ago. That was about 3 hours ago. So about 13 hours ago, someone put up that yesterday this stretch, some streams had burst their banks and gone right the way through the way. There was a diversion up and round it, up a hill, but that diversion had gone into full bog. So really hoping that in the time the bog won't have cleared up, but hopefully those streams will have abated so we can continue straight over rather than having to take that diversion. Because in all honesty, we've got lovely clean boots and I don't want to dirty them again. It's amazing the difference it makes if you just take a 2, 3, even 5 minute quick break, hydrate, change your clothing depending on the conditions. It really makes a difference to the quality of your walk. It really does. And you just, I don't know, it just gives you that little bit more energy. Right now it's 10 o'clock. We're about 2.5 miles in. We're praying for 11 o'clock because we promised ourselves a biscuit that we got in our room at Beinglass last night. So bring on the 11s. There's a diversion. That would have been a bridge. I have to go that way. Not too sure if it's the diversion that was mentioned yesterday in the comments, but it just might be because this is really quite boggy. Well, that was quite the detour. And to really go up. It wasn't as boggy as I thought it was going to be when people said boggy, but then again it may have dried out.
It's quite early though, still.
Yeah.
Later people are probably going to be in a
They're going to churn it up even more. Yeah. But it looks like we're diverting back down towards the way now. Is it 11s yet?
These are nice wide roads, like military roads I'm guessing. Quite nice to be able to walk side by side and actually have a gap. Because yesterday I just saw a lot of his back and he saw a lot of me, so my back, so it's nice to be able to be side by side.
Just a little bit of a moment. We're about, I don't know, maybe half a mile from that diversion, maybe a quarter mile actually, and we're just coming down to the road now, and there's a path snaking all the way up there, and I'm worried that we're going on it, but Emma seems pretty certain that we're not, because the way kind of joins along the road and goes that way.
Alongside the road.
So hopefully Emma's right, because in all honesty Emma's normally right about everything because she does her research. Not only that, but she doesn't forget, so hopefully she's right and we'll be okay. Because if not, do you know a good taxi firm around here?
I'll Google it, it's fine, just get an Uber.
you know what, it really is all about the little pickups. And we're just speaking to a lady there, and she's camping, and she felt very similar. And I know that a lot of what we said so far is very much about giving in and all that kind of thing, but do you know what, the one thing that's really obvious at this point now is it's as much of a mental test as it is physical, isn't it, really?
Yeah, completely, really is.
I don't know, when you speak to other people and they say that they're not season walkers and they're struggling, I don't know, it almost gives validity to your suffering as well, which then lifts you.
Everyone's in the same boat regardless of which way you're doing it. Everyone's knackered, everyone's feeling the push, you know, so it's nice just to be able to speak to somebody else about it, and when they admit that they're struggling as well, it does make you think, oh well, thank God it's not just me. But sometimes you see people and they make out like everything's glorious and stuff, and maybe for them it is, but it's nice to hear it when people are struggling. I know that sounds a little bit weird, like I'm preying on people's misfortune, and I don't mean it, but it is nice.
Here we are, famous little, or the infamous little underground passage.
Made for people like me.
Watch how Emma doesn't even need to duck. She will.
You think I will?
Yeah, I think you will. Oh, just about.
Yes.
Emma's too tall for something.
I'm a player, yeah.
That was do you know what? What this trip is really showing me? You know, you think to yourself, I'm not really that fit. You don't realise just how unfit you are.
Speak for yourself.
I am speaking for myself. Quite confidently. Hey Adam, let's do the West Highland Way. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. And what is it? It's a 7-day hike. We don't hike. Well, we've been doing walking. We've been getting our steps over the Fitbits, haven't we? Yeah. Okay. How long is it? It's 96 miles over 7 days. Brilliant. And it's easy going, Adam. It's just easy going. It's just, you know, it's just nice little walks over the highlands and the lowlands and streams and bogs and mud and craggy bits along Blackwater. Oh yeah, it's great fun. What do you want to do on your day off, love? Oh, let's do a parachute jump. And yet, within 10 seconds of that, we beautiful tarmac. I don't mean that. Right now I do, just a little bit. Really trying to keep our pace up, but so many places where you just can't at the moment. Just look quite a few climbs. So when it is wide open, we really try and push on, to be honest. That bit of tarmac lasted for the best part of about 90 seconds. We didn't go up that snaking path. Emma was spot on. That path would have been somewhere way over there and up. We've just continued along. The road is now down to our right hand side, as is the train track, and we're now just going over the tops now. Looking ahead at all the different walkers that are ahead of us, it looks pretty even. A few little ups and downs, but not too much for as far as the eye can see at the moment.
it's about, what time is it?
It is 1:45.
1:45. We're at the viewpoint over Cranlarich.
Yeah.
Cranlarich. We're officially halfway through the West Highland Way. Yay! We've just walked up to the viewpoint, having our lunch, had our lunch, and then we're going to carry on. Just been speaking to a few people who we've seen on the trail over the past couple of days. Dead nice to catch up with them. You get to know people and stuff. It's lovely. So yeah, we're going to continue on. Aim to be at our accommodation about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
So quite a scramble down from where we had lunch. Some lovely little bits. I think it's referred to as the night into day forest. But then we've come out onto this lovely little bridge and what looks like, I don't know, maybe another little bit of scrambling. Gorgeous day for it though. So we're near as damn it on 8 miles in, so that's 4 to go. Still currently at a pace of about 29 minutes a mile, which to be honest with you, with the up and down, it's not bad going.
And the stop as well.
And the stop, of course, yeah. Been droning, bit of lunch, all that kind of stuff, so that's cool. If we're probably about maybe 27, 28 minutes a mile, that's all good. Call it half an hour, so that's another 2 hours left. 1:15, so we're looking at about 3:15, 3:30 give or take, into Tyndrum, so all good. The rain really has been quite bad over the previous couple of days, so all the way along the trail you got bits like this which slow you down because you've got to pick your way through, and sometimes you just can't, and you're literally foot straight in the water. So yeah, that's kind of the thing that led to our feet being absolutely soaked yesterday. But
And after a while you stop trying to keep them dry.
yeah,
When your feet are that wet and you realise how long it's taken you to keep them dry, you just think, just keep going, and you literally end up walking through the middle of puddles and you don't care. Your shoes are wet, so our feet were literally squelching from the second mile in yesterday, so we've done 10 miles of squelchy feet. Everyone was in the same position. It was just one of those things, you just learn to cope with it and pray you don't get blisters.
what I would say is in your pack that you're packing to actually bring for this trip, bring some old newspaper as well, because apparently that's really good to dry out your boots.
Air temperature and relative humidity are measured at this automatic Met Office weather station.
So we've come down out of the forest, we've crossed a busy A road and down into these fields. We've got the last couple of miles until we get to Tyndrum, and we are joined by a load of sheep. I wasn't calling you a sheep.
I'm trying back.
It's been predominantly dry other than the very first hour or so,
Yeah,
where
we had
needed
a little bit of drizzle.
where we needed some waterproofs. But yeah, it's not been too bad. It's been dry
I've been really hot.
and it's been sweating. So God knows what you're gonna be like tomorrow, when apparently it's quite nice weather tomorrow. So
I'll just wear shorts, it's fine, I'll know.
I think you should do a speedo mick.
I've got to do this in a bikini.
There's a family there that we've been kind of like been walking alongside the last few days.
So lovely.
They really are, and they're stopping for a tea there at the Wigwams, Strathfallan, I think it is, Wigwams. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, but we're going to push ahead. We've got about 1.5 miles to go. At this pace, should get there in under an hour. And yeah.
1.5 miles? Is that it?
1.5 miles, yeah.
You just said 3.
Take that.
3 miles, 1.5 miles may seem like nothing, but to me right now it is a big difference.
Just over 1.5 miles.
Just over
1.7
1.5
miles.
miles to go. Actually, today's been quite nice, you know. It's been a real difference to yesterday. Yesterday was hard. Today's been, I would say, more what I expected the West Highland Way to be like. I think it's just the openness of it, maybe like the going across the highlands, a little bit of forestry and stuff. So yeah, definitely over the lock side of things and looking forward to the Highlands. So tomorrow apparently is a glorious day. We've got 19 miles tomorrow, but it's across a lot of like moors and stuff. It's across a lot of moors, and the views are supposed to be gorgeous. We've had some stunning views today, literally beautiful. So it's been a really lovely day. We're staying tonight in Tyndrum By The Way. Listen, I'm just going to say, I don't know how to pronounce it. Tyndrum.
I think it's Tyndrum.
Well, I thought it was Tyndrum, but then someone said Tyndrum, so I copied them, and then a Scottish person said Tyndrum. So I'm confused. Anyway, we're staying there. I've no idea what the room's like. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be gorgeous. So yeah, all's good.
When we were about 0.8 of a mile out, it was still really, yesterday it was really slow going. It was over really rough terrain. I was behind Emma, we were both there with the poles, so obviously didn't film it. And Emma was like, tell me a story. She just wanted to be distracted. Tell me a story.
Because what had happened, I thought it was a blister. So I thought I had a blister and the pain was unreal, and I was saying to Adam, tell me a story, I just need to hear something to distract me from this pain. Go on, you can carry on.
And I was like, what do you mean? He's just like, just distract me, any kind of thing, childhood story, anything. So I went, okay, once upon a time. She's like, no, a story from your childhood, whether I've been heard it or not before. The thing is, Emma and I have been together for over 16 years now. In fact, next week we'll be married for 8 years. So she kind of knows pretty much everything that ever happened to me before her. And I'm thinking, oh, but she gets really bored whenever I tell her a story. In fact, in the edit, she's probably getting bored of me even saying this. So to try and come up with something that would actually at least keep her mind occupied.
Jesus Christ, Adam, you've got the longest way to tell the story.
You see what I mean?
Can I really tell it? Because I'm so much quicker. So yesterday when we were 0.8 of a mile away from where we were staying, I'd had enough. I thought I had a blister. I was in a lot of pain. And I said to Adam, just tell me a story, Adam. I need something to distract me. Tell me a story. And he's like, of what? And I was like, don't care. Tell me a story. And he once upon a time, I was like, no, it's the wrong type of story. So what I actually meant was, tell me something that has like happened to you in your childhood, or tell me about something that I've probably not heard before. Turns out I had heard, he told me 3 stories, I'd already heard 2 of them, but I didn't care at the time. Anyway, it wasn't a blister. What had happened was my toenail had cut the opposite side of my other toe, and so I've got like a dent out of my toe, the inside of my toe, where my toenail was rubbing for that long. It's caused a dent. But it was all good, plastered it up, and yeah, got there all right, and no more stories.
$500 meters on the left.
On the left.
Drying room, launches.
Like this thing can go. So we just sat enjoying an iron brew at our accommodation, Tyndrum By The Way. There's our lovely Adam.
Hi.
Just waiting, because through there is a washing machine, so we're just waiting for our wash to do.
We are.
It's quite a nice place. What I've booked is a double room. I didn't realise it was in like a dormitory, and it's a shared bathroom. That's a shower room, isn't it?
It's okay, we've got a shower like literally just outside our room and a toilet a few doors over, so it's fine. It is what it is.
It's literally a room.
Yeah, it's a room that just about fits a double bed. I mean, that's kind of all we need. I'd like a little bit more space to be able to sort out the bags.
So we're gonna dry our washing, and then we're gonna go out and get some food, aren't we, Adam?
Yeah. What did you say you fancied?
Healthy food.
Something like really healthy stir fry.
Healthy.
There was some pak choy in there.
Healthy foods.
I'm really looking forward to a greasy burger, chips, and a couple of beers, and maybe a whiskey.
Hey guys, so we've just had a really good burger at TJ's Diner. Really weird because it didn't seem busy. Yet the real food cafe was chocker, but the diner wasn't, and actually the diner was really good.
Really, really good. I think what happens is people stop at the first place they come to when they're walking out, and the likes of TJ's Diner up on the left, and then the Tyndrum Arms or something is quiet. And yeah, if you just go further, TJ's Diner is just, oh my god, the best burger ever.
And we stopped off at sorry, I'm doing this on my camera phone, on my phone.
Camera phone.
Because our things died. So we stopped off at the Green Valley, got a couple of bits for breakfast tomorrow because there's no breakfast here, and we want to be out by at least 7 really. 19 miles tomorrow. So we're doing that. So we're just packing up our room, our bags, and going to sleep. So that's it from us. So day 4 has come to an end. Day 5 tomorrow we're doing Tyndrum to Kingshouse, which is 19 miles. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.